Hey guys, Tyrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Crossroads. Playing today, spawning on the top side is VonIvan with OKW. Immediately locked into Overwatch. She's got a Kubel capping out the back here. And down the bottom is Tokai Teio with Soviets gone for reserve army. In terms of rankings, at the time of this match, I think VonIvan was around rank 20 and Tokai about 28. So yeah, it's probably a name you guys probably haven't seen for a while, VonIvan. And by replays at least. He did come back, did some streaming for a while. Though he hasn't streamed for about a month as of recording this. But it was always nice to see Von. So it's a tier 1 start for Tokai. Following the usual double combat engineer start. First engagement. Ooh, I think VonIvan was hoping he'd be able to jam the capture there. Doesn't quite happen, but has the numbers, wins the fight rather handily. Penal's inside the M3, busting through some fences though, kind of giving away his position perhaps. VonIvan was paying attention. He's going to find the Stern Pyros. The Stern Pyros heard this coming. Cancelled the mine. Pretty solid burst there from M3. Now it's coming in. Penal's jumping out, so every single model can shoot. Okay, we're coming in, threatening to get some rear armor hits, so the M3's spinning around. Penal's winning this fight rather handily, and this squad in the corner also quite low. But Tokai's got his hands full. Has to deal with incoming Stern Pyros. He's going to lose control of his fuel point here though. Sending a combat engineer out to the other side now. M3 got a nice burst off. Got the Kubel low. Now the M3's up to Vet 1. So far so good. I'll say the M3's done a pretty nice job. Hasn't taken too much damage, doesn't really need repairs. VonIvan's struggling for manpower right now. Can't reinforce the Stern Pyros, so the repairs on the Kubel are actually taking quite a long time. Tokai looking for more opportunities closer to the base. VonIvan decided to go for 4 folks on top of the Kubel, so his tech's a little bit later coming in. A little bit unusual to go for this many squads when you have Jaeger Lights as an option. And they do generally perform pretty well against Penals, the Jaeger Lights. Oh my goodness, he's going for a Goliath already.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. Scout car.
M3's out of action though, a little bit low in health. Never really got like the gang together, put the flamethrower inside of it.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Tokai only went for 2 Penals, and then the next squad was a conscript, so maybe he's going to do a bit of merging.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
VonIvan does chuck a mine down.
We have an isolated sector.
Goliath heading out towards the middle of the map. Kubel interrupting the sandbag construction. You can see Tokai gets off the negative cover. Decides, okay, well it's time to run away. There's nothing for me to accomplish over on this side without taking too much bleed. VonIvan with that extra squad is swallowing up the map right now. He's got his Goliath in a pretty aggressive spot, maybe hoping he can drive it forwards and get a kill on a squad.
Political officer deploying now, comrade.
Tokai
Enemy forces are
also
capturing
delaying
our
his tier
supplies.
3 tech, deciding to go for Commissar. So he does already have healing in his base. That's maybe one of the benefits of the Commissar. He can make use of its healing and delay having to construct it. Oh, pretty close to that mine.
The sector is at risk. We need
It is going to be
re-establish
battle
our
group for
supply
Von.
lines.
I think Tokai's reluctant to come into Fausting range, but might do it here. Usually the enemy would have Faust available by now, but as we can see that is not the case. I don't know if Tokai has the reads that he's up against 4 Volkskrieges or not. Sometimes be hard to tell. You see them all on the map at the same time, which she did just now. So from that knowledge, you might expect the tech to be delayed. Infantry got a big burst on the Kubel. Not chasing it down though. Commissar buffing up the conscripts. Not one step back.
Squad at the ready.
Okay, here comes the weapon drop from Tokai. Probably want to pick those up with comm engineers if possible, and does detect that mine. Doesn't get a chance to sweep it. But, you know, this can kind of cover up the holes of a tier 1 start by going for the weapon drop from reserve army. Your team weapons for, you know, kind of discounted cost as well in total.
Lines have been cut.
Oh, hits the mine. Not quite dead though. Try to back that away to safety. Up to Vet 2 now, so it's got the boosted up sight as well as territory capture, so you do want to keep that alive if possible. Okay, coming in with the flamer. And there goes Von, pretty quick. He's got another Goliath in the field, by the way. Would be wise for him not to put it too close to the mine, I think, because you could expect Tokai to maybe come out here again with the sweeper. Maybe detect this. So you want to make sure you're not too close by and get caught in the cross detection.
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
But team weapons recruited by Tokai still doesn't have tier 3 down because it's just too much manpower. Okay, is VonIvan going to pull the trigger on this Goliath? It is quite far away. It's not quite on the very edge of the cover. So it's got an extra couple range to move there. Okay, STG's popping there for Von. Maxim relocating. Maybe Von's hoping that the squad will run up towards his cutoff and that's when he's going to go for the squad wipe. Seems like it.
The enemy has taken our
Clumped up enough that an incendiary grenade probably going to be pretty good. Oh, there goes the Goliath.
The enemy has cut off a
Everything
sector.
survives though.
We may trigger rapid conscription at your command.
Oh boy, not the Volkskrieges though, they do get squad wiped. Penal's hanging around a little bit long though. Suffering a good chunk of bleed. Okay, swapping over the buff, now going for hold the line. Goliath right here. This could be a crazy one. Oh, we got both of them. Yowza. Well, you know the Goliaths, they're high risk, high reward stuff. Obviously, you could have a bunch more STGs if he hadn't gone for them, but you just get a tasty wipe. It's the classic Maxim suppression there. Somehow didn't suppress, bit of light cover maybe from the Goliath explosion. Despite having this buff, still not ideal to be fighting out in the open with these squads.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And Tokai's just gonna straight up get out of there. Didn't like what he was seeing.
We are losing territory.
Big damage on the Fox Grenadiers as they try to chase. Have a look at the KD here. Tokai is up.
Isolated sector.
This is a really fast Panzer IV for VonIvan. My goodness, this is a fast one.
Enemy infantry. Area secure. Hold safe position.
That's the benefit, perhaps, of having the extra squad in the early stages, as map control's been great.
Task complete. Grenadiers back to full strength.
Obviously, the Zis doesn't really have anything to shoot at either. It's got the one
Ready for orders.
Kubel. Hasn't been needed against a flak half track or anything like that.
Orders complete.
More Goliaths.
Squad back to full strength.
Got the sandbags up. Ready to defend on the fuel as well. Going to make it really tough for Tokai.
HMG crew is ready.
So far, it feels like the Maxim just hasn't been that relevant in the gameplay. But Ivan's just done a pretty good job avoiding it.
Listen up, men.
Tokai maybe going to take a flanking position. Just coming in to
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
kill off the sandbags. Here is the Panzer IV. Like, you'd be happy if you got a... I'll see a Panzer IV at this timing, but VonIvan's got an OKW one.
Ready for deployment.
And here it comes. So it's on the other side of the map, of course, so not much Tokai can do over here.
Enemy hands.
Could be one of those situations where he needs to consider putting a mine down on his base entrance as well, just because he doesn't have any snares. Goliath coming in hot.
Sector has been cut off.
Bit of a waste of Goliath here from Von. I guess he thought that one was a bit closer to the conscripts. Some pathfinding hiccups though caused on the Zis. T-34 is in the build for Tokai. It's not here yet though. It's popped rapid conscription.
Need to re-establish
Unfortunately, oh, did he cancel it? Unfortunately, the build time buff from this doesn't work to units that are already in construction. So you have to restart it. Tarius is popping. He's going to have to jump back on this with penals. Otherwise he's going to lose it. Oh, his full missed.
enemy forces.
Still needs to get on it.
Sector. We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Ooh, that was a close call for Tokai. Losing this there would have been really bad news, especially off the back of how strong VonIvan's map control is right now. But here we go. T-34's on the field, ready to fight back.
Is encroaching on our territory.
It's a great start there. VonIvan's going to come in for a Faust. It's going to be the engine damage.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
This was back reinforcing. Okay, Gordon's in a bit of trouble there. Oh, why did he? Why did he do that? Alright, well, VonIvan donates a Volk Grenadier back there, not recognizing how much health that wooden building was losing. Ends up getting the squad flattened inside. Okay, is this up in a nice position to get some extra shots off? Before getting repaired, but remember that combat engineer did get wiped, so it's just to the solitary one that remains to do the sweeping and the repairing.
Our points have fallen to 300.
VonIvan has now fully equipped his Volksgrenadiers with STGs. We've got 7-man conscripts upgraded here as well. This could be a squad wipe. Nope. Second Panzer IV on the field now. Look, wow, this one's already got 14 kills. So many during that attack closest to the cutoff. Now it's connecting. Oh, it's enough for an engine damage. Mustn't have fully repaired this up. Oh, but that's a nasty hit. And it gets the squad wipe. Oh my goodness. Big hit from the T-34's main gun there. And that was the rapid conscription free conscript, right?
Combat engineers are standing by.
Doesn't have the machine guns upgraded on the Panzer IVs yet. I feel like that's what you really need to like turn up the bleed. Otherwise, it just gives a little bit too much breathing room to the PTRS penals. VonIvan now going for an ISG. Did go for a machine gun, largely just using it to defend his fuel VP area. Overall, army sizes are very similar right now. One was in a very good position earlier, but with those two Volksgrenadier losses, Tokai's right back in it. Interesting choice though, the ISG. Wonder if he's planning some smoke shenanigans. Right as I say that, here comes the smoke. This guy's gonna leave the ZIS sitting here. Look for some attack ground action. Well, he could have used it here. Yeah, there he goes. He misses. Looks like Tokai may be saving up for an Su-85. Fair enough. Did equip a second penal of PTRSs as well, just so he didn't get overwhelmed by the double Panzer IVs. It's the conservative thing to do. Will hurt his anti-infantry DPS in the longer term. VonIvan's getting something cooking here, coming in from a couple different angles. A few sight blockers here, denying the ZIS chance to shoot. Not really getting the second Panzer IV involved though. Should be maybe clearing off these sandbags. It's a little bit slow with it there. So overall, the push doesn't amount to much for Von. Probably came out worse off in the KD, but he has caught up.
The enemy has taken our supply
Okay,
sector.
another combat engineer, the choice for Tokai.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
VonIvan's machine gun spinning around, but there's a Zis barrage landing on top of it. Okay, only let 2 of the shots go, and here we go. VonIvan's rushing in, so both PTRS penals retreating. This is his time to make the magic happen, but he's missing and bouncing a huge amount.
Supply sector
Decides to disengage at just the right time. Now the Zis is under pressure, but again, without the machine guns upgraded on the Panzer IVs, they're having trouble doing damage to it. Right as I say that, though, they land a couple clean hits. And there's this bouncing as well. Oh, that's really bad news for Tokai.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate
Oh, and there goes the Zis. He never repaired it, I guess, after the last decrew. Fair enough, but it's caught up with him there. And perhaps Tokai paying the price for going for a second combat engineer instead of building his SU-85 earlier. Falling short on AT. Once VonIvan saw the opportunity. Looks like Von maybe storing those munitions for a sector assault. And he's continuing the P4 pressure. When the army sizes start getting larger and larger, though, that tends to be where Soviets start to take over again, just because T-34's much cheaper population cost. 10 up against 14.
We lost a gun crew.
So they can just outnumber you in the end. Becomes a real problem.
Panzer IV, ready for action.
orders complete.
Crew, ready.
One of the final balance changes I thought about for OKW was to drop this down to 13 pop. Just so to squeeze a little bit more in. New ended up happening though.
Work completed.
Alright, T-34. Wrapping around the corner.
Capturing supply sector.
Decided to go for a second T-34 before the SU-85, which I don't really think is the right choice. I think I would have gone for an SU-85 first. Just giving you that long-range guaranteed punch. So much more reliable.
Enemy is taking what we
VonIvan able to snipe off the T-34 there.
another vehicle.
A little bit of a traffic jam on the exit. Well, looks like he's going to be fine. That's the thing about VonIvan, if he sees an opportunity, he's not afraid to go and take it. Trademark aggressive play on full display.
Taking fire. Suppressive fire. Comply, comply.
Wow, and he gets a really good string of attacks there. Seems like he's tempted to go in. Tokai backing out. Needs to keep on driving, maybe like right into this corner here. He's just mass retreating. He needed like a little bit more screening troops to continue to spot for the SU-85, I think, but alright. So yeah, just a couple little maybe build order mistakes here from Tokai, and VonIvan's being able to take full advantage. Getting some clutch kills on the T-34 and Zis. 3 is not enough. He's gone for 4 Panzer IVs. Starts to become really hard to control them once you're up to 4. Here comes VonIvan's Lloyd. He's ready to finish the game, it feels like. Gonna get his machine gun stolen here. Or maybe not. Sturmpire's doing a lot of damage. Clean Tokai off the map, but he doesn't have the triple cap going or anything. S-35 out the back. As if it was a couple of them already used their blitz, so they're not going to have the rate of fire boost for this fight now. They are maybe going to find this machine gun back here and get rid of that. Tokai backed up a little bit far with his S-35s, coming back in now. Oh boy, and VonIvan can chase down here. Loses one of his Panzer IVs. Oh, got a nasty hit while I was out of control though. But you can really see how much worse the Panzer IVs are, like getting rid of the machine gun, stuff like that. Without the machine gun upgrade, it does count for a lot. Of course, Von still only has 1 Sturmpire for repairs himself. Never got the mechanized truck or anything, so can't get himself into a bit of trouble. But he's got the triple cab right now. He's happy with that, and he's got a nice 120 or so VP lead. And he's determined to keep building Panzer IVs. As the S-35 climbs and vet, though, it's going to become harder and harder. That accuracy buff counts for a lot, especially when the S-35 is moving. So he's going to have to be smart with his maneuvering. And one area where Tokai has been lacking is his munitions expenditure. Should probably invested a lot more into mines, but feels like he's having trouble finding the time to plant them while maintaining map control. Using his combat engineers for capping duties. No dodge on the grenade for Von. Wipe opportunity here, a bit of negative cover. Tokai on the chase down. Oh, they do get away. And VonIvan just sitting with all his tanks AFK. Not trying to like poke or prod with one of them while the others are getting repaired or anything like that. It's kind of like an all or nothing attack sequence for him at the moment. Oh my goodness! This T-34's main gun, that's the second time it's got a nasty hit like that. Resulting in a wipe. Hoping to get the cap done. Okay, here he goes. Was he trying to plant a mine there? Gets interrupted. Doesn't want to take his sticky satchel, of course. PTRS Penal's doing a good job. Oh! Oh, double mine. Disaster for VonIvan. Oh, there are more mines. I didn't see these mines out here. T-34 is going in for some cleanup. And that's another downside of of not having enough repairs. VonIvan not able to do any sweeping for these moves.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
He needs to mobilize all of his tanks to keep these alive. Tokai, though, too scared. VonIvan's got detection going as well on that Kubel. Sh-35's creeping in, but the Panzer IVs are already really far away. This one's hiding right in the corner. Oh, Tokai finds it though. Getting unlucky. Sh-35, that's the second miss it's got. Nice attack rounds through the tree line there. I wonder if he's considering trying to do like a satchel through the gap. Feel like Tokai should have been able to kill one of these Panzer IVs here. He should just be like up here with his Su-85 and just blasting attack rounds into this area while the T-34 and the PTRS Penals prevent a flank. Oh, it's a crucial miss. Su-85 just out of range. Coming back in now. I think he might be able to get the kill. Oh, he missed again. Wow, this T-34's had a really bad run. And I've been trying to go in, but the turret facing the wrong direction. It's the Vet 3 T-34 has got a really high rate of fire, but he doesn't keep up with the chase. Now that's got its gun facing the wrong direction. It was getting wiped during all this chaos. Well, it wasn't enough. Out of control, kill, no. The Su-85 does win the fight, but he gets Fausted down. LMG Commissar, though, that's powerful. Still got engine damage on those Panzer IVs. And because of that, there's nothing to come up and clean out this Su-85 that's abandoned. Von's going to try it on with this Panzer IV once it's fully repaired up. Still a decent chunk of munis away from a sector assault as well.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
For Tokai, it could even be worth just popping rapid conscription to speed up the production of your tanks at this stage. Like, why not? 500 munitions, and might be able to squeeze out a free conscript during some of these fights as well. You don't even have to use it as a conscript squad. You could just use it to merge in and reinforce your squads. Cause the conscript to disappear.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Haven't really seen any fear propaganda, I think, from the Commissar yet either, and that's a really strong ability. Alright, well, the abandoned Su-85 has been fully repaired. VonIvan trying to set up the triple cap again. Tokai ticking under 150 here. VonIvan blitzing. Popped a little bit early though. Oh, heavy cavalry getting smashed away. Tokai branching out, going for the other side. Haven't really seen him attack that side too much the last like 15 minutes or so. It's really 5 set up here, ready to do some cheeky attack rounds through the shrubbery. Looks like VonIvan's decided to pull back pretty much off the field while he repairs everything up. If he had managed to squeeze together enough manpower to put down a mechanized truck, it would have gone so far for Von. Just trying to keep the tank pressure up. Getting the 4th Panzer IV again. Doesn't have sweepers on this, by the way. Really needs the repair rate boost. It's 5 chasing. But Ivan didn't pop the blitz. Here he goes now. Might be too late. It is too late. It is too late. Here we go, making up for all those misses from the previous incarnation of it. Ready 5 finally gets the kill there. I guess that what VonIvan was trying to avoid by not sending his tanks in one at a time. See the results. Just needed to pop blitz earlier though. I think, you know, like 3 seconds earlier on the blitz, I think he would have been out of range for the final shot. These things happen. And now Tokai is getting going with this SU-85 positioning. Clearing off the sandbags. Again, I would like to see him use the fair propaganda from the Commissar though. Could have been a good spot for it there, just to force away that fog screen. Repairs ongoing. Von's going to have enough for a sector assault next time round as well. But Tokai has now taken the lead on population after that last Panzer IV kill. Obviously has a much stronger fighting force of infantry. So VonIvan's going to need to make some magic happen with the tanks.
We now stand at 300 points. Pitching, relay order. Okay,
Tokai charging down onto the cutoff area. There is a flag base covering it. Really 5 getting involved.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Okay, VonIvan's dropping his loiter pretty deep. Commissar dropping his grenades. Does a sprinkling of damage, but he's not really attacking with anything else. It's got to give him some map control and relieve some of the VP pressure, I suppose, but feels like a little bit of a waste, this one.
Supply sector under attack.
Not even like charging down onto the VP either. But maybe this detection Kubel could have even come in here for the capture. Sandbags interrupted. Finishes them, but is costly. 2 models down.
Hands up here.
CC-85 is ruling the map right now. Just scooting around from side to side, blasting these Panzer IVs. Oh, that was crazy lucky for Tokai. My goodness, that Panzer IV thought it was out of range. Somehow the T-34 got the shot off and got the kill. And Ivan's angry, looking for some revenge. Conscripts do have anti-tank grenades. They're swarming the Su-85. And they knock it out. And then a Faust connects on this. T-34's in trouble next. And this is the spot where if you had the AT loiter, this would go a long way. Ivan with the blitz does give him a bit of a rate of fire boost. Oh, he kills the T-34. This one gets around the corner. Trying some attack rounds, hoping to kill the T-34. The attack rounds not working. Oh, Tokai's does though. Oh my goodness. Tense stuff. Oh, PTRS has finished off this one. Peter might get wiped anyway though. Yep. Well, that's the classic VonIvan style. He attacks, attacks, attacks. He made it work pretty well there. Pretty much evened out the army size. So usually, you know, Soviets in the late game, it does become a bit of a problem. He comes in for a squish. Just in time on the retreat. This is a very risky squish though. Depends if on that amount of health. Not something I'd be attempting, I don't think. Get the sweepers on this time round. Would have been nice to see maybe VonIvan, like, you know, bring this off detection mode, scooting over to the edge VP or similar. He's kind of just got this on set it and forget it mode right now, and it is pretty helpful, but it would be nice to see some extra movement out of it when the situation dictates. Do recommend fully repairing the Panzer IV. I even know when that extra bit of health is going to come in handy with not taking a engine damage crit, especially when their PTRS is adding up for unusual amounts of damage.
Enemy fire! Completed! Standing by! Target secured!
Tokai build another T-34 instead of Su-85 again.
Forces are capturing our supplies.
I think I would have just built another Su-85. These two Panzer IVs. He's still overall got a stronger infantry fighting force, so he shouldn't feel the need that he has to build T-34s just to hold off the infantry.
Machine gun ready.
Gonna go for the Su-85 now.
Falling into enemy hands.
Oh, a couple good hits there from Von. He's tempted. Oh my goodness, that is so unlucky. That is so unlucky. At that range, the Panzer IV going down to that many shots in a row, that is crazy. Oh, I feel sorry for Von. Wow.
Su-85 tank
I mean, you know, the T-34 at that range has what, like 80 penetration, something like that? I can't believe it got that final shot off for the kill.
100 points. Comply, comply. Send orders.
But alright. These things happen, and that's, you know, you can't rely on it. It's just true RNG in this game. No, none of that pseudo RNG nonsense. Sometimes you're gonna get a 1/3 chance to penetrate 4 times in a row. It's just what can happen. Okay, finally fair propaganda brought in by the commissar. It's going to splash down on the machine gun as well as the fault screens. With that Ober LMG, they are a real problem. Back up to 2 Panzer IVs now. Wonder if he's at this stage where he needs to build a raket, and that's exactly what he's doing. Kubo in some trouble, but he gets away in time and it survives. Fast actions there from Von. 82 points left for Tokai. This is where that Soviet war machine really kicks in. Long games. Wars of attrition. Just more pop cap efficient. Better reinforced costs. Harder to kill team weapons. Looks like Von, though, storing up enough munitions for another sector assault. So far, they've been underwhelming, but maybe the next one will be the turning point. VonIvan's the one on the drain right now, and there's fewer sectors under his control. Goes up to Vet 5, by the way. Back on detection. He's going to put it behind this tree line next. Tokai fortifying the middle. Tokai's got 3 T-34s and S-35. He can easily handle what VonIvan's doing while still having a T-34 on the flanks to stop down this kind of edge capping. T-34 got a bit eager. Misclick. Can't get through with the attack round on the Panzer IV. Kitten stays front and center. More Panzer IVs. Kittens have not spun around though, and it's some trouble. Has to retreat here. Could still get decrewed. We got a lucky hit. I wonder if Tokai will consider coming in for the squish. Retreats early anyway. Looks like the Maxim couldn't get the job done over here. Bit of light cover. Unable to suppress. Tokai ooh-ahing into the circle though. So he's down 82. He doesn't want to lose a single extra point, especially when he's got 800 munitions. And those mines coming back to bite VonIvan again. This time he loses a squad. Tokai's got a lot of mines out on that edge. But as I said, because VonIvan's still only got the one Sternpio, just doesn't have the time with the Sternpios to go out and sweep. Constantly tied up doing repairs. 285 on focus sight mode. Panzer IVs are rushing in. They drop the loiter. Here we go. Loiter going after the healthy T-34s on the edge. VonIvan giving up his attack early on. Did take quite a lot of damage from the SU-85 on approach. Okay, will this one get targeted as well, though? Still going to give VonIvan a chance to get onto the VPs. Maybe that's just his tactic right now.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Drop the loader, sneak off like 20 VPs around that timing. Planes have timed out now, though. SU-85 brought up for support. In a bit of trouble. Blitzing. Again, he's a little bit slow activating the blitz. I think there was an attack round opportunity here for the SU-85, but it's alright. Of course, those stern piles needed for repairs, so VonIvan's tank fleet's going to be out of action for quite some time. Here's Vet 1 on the Rocket now, though, so considering camouflage should take a little bit less bleed. Could get caught in the crossfire, though, if Tokai comes in here, the Commissar. Get some more propaganda. And that's exactly what's happening. But the positioning still works out pretty nicely. Only got one shot off with it, huh? What is that? Let's try and read the debuff. Let's try and figure out if this gives a rate of fire penalty. It doesn't look like it. Okay, Tokai rounding out his late game composition with a quad. He's had enough for these loiters. I mean, honestly, they haven't been that devastating, but it will give him a lot more confidence. Maybe he can just like stay inside the circle if it's a good opportunity for him. The plane should probably get shot down before the second pass comes through. Though it is sector assault, there are so many planes zooming around. It does take quite a long time to shoot them down. That's one of the benefits of it compared to one of the other loiters. Oops. Oh, the King Kubel lives to fight another day. Okay, propaganda drop down on the machine gun. Tokai mounting an attack here. VonIvan's given up on quad Panzer IVs, switched over to the Jagdpanzer now. Jagdpanzer very well suited to fighting. Ooh! Against Soviet tanks. And there we go. Straight away gets a result with that. One T-34 down. Big. Exactly what he needed after a squad wipe like that. He hasn't noticed his machine gun's facing the wrong direction yet. But yeah, because the Jagdpanzer, it doesn't have the best penetration, but doesn't need it against these Soviet medium tanks. It tends to do very well in the head-to-head against the SU-85 due to its smaller target size. Maybe the SU-85 misses a few more shots. This tends to get like rate of fire buffs, health buffs, instead of pen buffs. Again, really helps out against the mediums. This is a bit risky here from Von. coming in with the Jagdpanzer. Could cost him. This time the armor holds strong though. And Tokai took quite a lot of bleed during that move. Fortunately, Von doesn't have much to cap with at the moment. Oh, that could be the end of the T-34. No. Another fear propaganda. Tokai desperate to hold on to the VPs. Oh! Ivan wasn't paying attention and loses that squad to the grenade. Got the Kubel waiting out on the edge here. I wonder if he plans to zoom down onto this VP while all the action's in the middle. If he does, though, he'll find the quad down there, so probably get shredded by that. Okay, he comes in for a cheeky cap and gets out of there. Tokai getting boxed out by the machine guns. They're still struggling for repairs though. He is at his population limit pretty much. So if he does want to augment his repairs, probably going to have to go for the mechanized truck, which is a pretty, big investment overall. Not something he can afford immediately. Either that or have to lose something. I suppose he could lose the Kubel and then maybe squeeze in another Sternpie. Okay, there goes the propaganda again. He's got 3 T-34s waiting out on the edge. He's hoping the propaganda is going to force the retreat, but not guaranteed to. I think each burst of leaflets is like 25%, something like that. Maybe it's lower. Guy managing to re-secure in the middle. And Ivan's dropping his loiter down. There's no tanks in vision though. Just doing this for the infantry. Just roaring in. Gotta get a snare off on this P4. Quad making short work of these planes now. So this tactic is not working as well as it used to. T-34's flooding in from the side. Panzer was waiting there in cautious movement mode though. Oh, the SU-85 pumping damage down the middle. But Ivan gets behind the building. SU-85 can't finish it off. T-34's going to poke its head around the corner, hope for the kill shot. Bounce. Oh, it hit Vet 2. Got the bonus health. Tragic for Tokai. Worst possible timing for Vet 2. Unbelievable. Now VonIvan's going in. He's already used his blitz. Gets 1 T-34. SU-85 is still mobile. VonIvan really wants the kill though. He's going in for it. SU-85 I think could just face up here and get the kill. Oh. P4's weaving around. With them once. Oh, he got him. He pops tracking, sees him long range, and gets the kill. Huge from Tokai. Exactly what he needed after that tragic sequence where this hit Vet 2 during the fight and got the bonus health,
Push your attack.
putting it out of range.
50 points.
Probably should have died there, but that Vet 2 popped just in the nick of time.
Pioneer Cooper is ready for action.
I don't even know what gave it Vet 2.
Taking fire.
It's like it got Vet 2 from getting hit. And then the Vet 2 health bonus counted before the death registered. That's kind of what it felt like to me. Alright. Tokai making the most of it. And back onto the field.
Taking fire.
Doing the best he can. He's going for a double SU-85s now. VonIvan himself about to tick under 100 here. So he's feeling the pressure too. He has gone for a second Sternpo. Could put Shreks on these as well. If he needs some more anti-tank. But I think generally VonIvan's been handling things pretty well since he got that Raketin. It's been adding up for some nice extra damage during the vehicle fights.
We have fallen to 100 points. Unknown force. Anti-engaging. Work completed. Confirmed. Panzer IV, ready for action.
Okay, P4. VonIvan, I feel like he's primed for another attack now. Doesn't have his loiter saved up though. I'm sure he'd like that. This is where the Jagdpanzer can really start to bully with that health bonus. Stay in the fight for one extra shot. Tokai really making a lot of use of the propaganda through the middle now. Constantly battling against the machine guns that are there. I feel like his RNG on forcing retreats from it though has been pretty bad. Okay, conscripts ooh-ahing around the corner. They're going to get the snare off. SU-85 out the back, pumping away. Second SU-85, the 3-1 hot pursuit. Goes on to tracking. I think maybe he got detection and decided it was a bad idea. Also using tracking to peek its head around the corner, get some extra shots off without the speed debuff of focus sight mode. Aircraft is just waiting. Can't shoot through a healthy building. Still made VonIvan think, maybe slowed down his repairs a touch.
Tactical adjustments need to be made. Flanking attack! Enemy attacking! Granada! Get down! Return fire! Return fire! Hostile fire!
Still got engine damage on this one over here. SU-85 is poking. Hoping to get some free damage.
Yes, comrade.
Looks like he's gearing up for an attack. He's still 40 munis shy of the sector assault though. Double Sternpos though doing a good job on the repairs. Propaganda into the middle. Slow to react, Von. WC-85 is pounding him from each direction. It does not go well for him. Guy's got the mines out on the edge. VonIvan taking a huge amount of damage on his vehicles without getting much done in return. It's getting blasted off the field here. Bad news when you're on VPs like this as well. Does manage to sneak this machine gun down, but probably only going to be able to get the decap off here. Decrew that really fast. Oh boy, SU-85 in a little bit of trouble in the middle. Sector assault dropped down. SU-85 gets very low but does survive. Going to be of action for repairs, and Tokai reluctant to bring this in until the planes have been shot down. But he does stop the capture on the mid-VP. There you go, pretty much all the planes. SU-85 could come in here for a bit of fun.
We have taken the enemy down to 50 points.
VonIvan switching over to the Panther now. 5 creeping in with focus sight mode, sees it from downtown. With the return fire, but Von's just got so many repairs waiting. He's going to fall far behind on the VPs while this is happening. Tokai, though, not branching out for the 3rd point. This is one of those classic Crossroads games that go on forever because of the VP placement. So hard to set up a triple cap in this map. One thing the Panther cannot do much about, PTRS penals. Especially if you play the way VonIvan does with no machine guns on any of his tanks. Coming up this way, maybe hoping to find the quad down here. An early warning though from the mines. T-34 is going to come down to clean that up. VonIvan getting bullied back by the SU-85. And that move does not work out for Von. He loses the Raketen. Guess he felt like he just needed to make something happen, but does not go well for him at all. And now Tokai coming in for the killing blow. VonIvan's tank's very low in health. Don't need to be going on to the cutoff though, just need to be focused on the VP. 25s though, kind of swaying to and fro. Repairs are missing. Doesn't manage to secure the triple cap. VonIvan down to 15 points though. Here he goes. WC-85's out the back here. Getting rushed by the Panther. Disengages at the right time, but Tokai's managed to get the VPs going. SU-85 going to go down there. Yak Panzer. And that'll be it for Von. Wow, close game. That early game. If that Zis had died to the Panzer IV here, like I missed that final shot on the decrew weapon, I probably would have won the game right then and there. but it missed. Tokai was able to recrew it, and the game was still on. Ends up winning in the long games. The Soviets are better in those late game, drag them out wars. As I said, they're just a little bit more pop cap efficient. The bleed feels a little bit less punishing on, especially once you start replacing your penals with 7-man conscripts. And VonIvan wasn't able to strike the killing blow. I think, in this game, he had a lot of trouble with repairs. Definitely at some stage would have been worth it for him to put down the mechanized truck, but you can't make that statement like seriously in retrospect because it is a big investment and you don't expect a game to go for an hour and 10 minutes usually. So fair enough. But yes, steady stuff from Tokai. Okay, emergency alert about the weather. Steady stuff from Tokai. Nice to see a bit of tier 1 action. Combined up with the weapon drop. Obviously the Zis didn't do much for him for a very long time, but it's nice to see that build. Would like to see him use a little bit more of the Commissar, like fear propaganda earlier. Like in the, once we got to the later stages, he was spamming on the mid machine guns and stuff, and that was working pretty nicely. But a little bit earlier, starting that up would have been good too. And he did end up planting like quite a few mines. Once he got the second combat engineer again, he started to address that. Yeah, very close. A lot of like crazy RNG moments for Tokai, like Panzer IVs going down to very unlikely shots that probably would, should have missed or bounced, but didn't. Close call both ways. GG. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like again, be cast by me. Details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.